Hey sexy souls, how are you all doing this morning? Welcome to Weirdo Woo Woo. I know it is Thursday. Now these are timeless, so whenever you get this, it's for you. I have been posting the Coffee and Tarots on Wednesday mornings, and it is Thursday. Yes, you got that correct. So, I did kind of start feeling into things, and I pulled a couple cards, and I was like, let me go ahead and just get started. So go ahead and grab you a cup. Lemon water tea, a matcha. I know matcha's tea, green tea, but it's in its own league, at least here in the U.S., so whatever. I know a lot of people are like, oh my God, quit doing it. Whatever, okay? Get your hot toddy or your coffee, whatever you want. Settle in. For those who are new to this, Coffee and Tarot is about sitting down and having conversation with spirit. We come to it with zero agenda. We don't have any questions, parameters, time frames, or anything else like that we're imposing on spirit, or a way in which we are directing the message. It's a chance for spirit to come and have a discussion with us about whatever they choose. Now, I'm trying to talk, and I can feel like the muscles in my throat constricting. So there may be something in regards to someone's throat chakra, okay? So, all right. On that note, we'll go ahead and get started. Friendly reminder, you are a sovereign being over your life, which means you get to determine if, how, when, where, why any of these messages might apply. Wow. Anyways, so at the core of it, don't Cinderella shit to make it fit, okay? Alrighty. Let's get through this, okay? I'm gonna call it a lovely day. It is very overcast. We have had the best kind of rain, which we haven't had in a really long time. It was a big downpour, but it was one of the most peaceful, and like you could hear things tapping on things, and the gentle rumbles of thunder. Like the last 2 years, we have had such severe weather. Like if we did have, oh my God, my throat. Like it's making my jaw burn. It's tightening up so much. But it has been amazing. It's been the right kind of rain. And I feel like there was a really good cleanse that came from it. A cleanse of energies. So if you feel like there's something just different about the air today, there probably is. There probably is. It was the right kind where you just felt, again, cozy, just wanted to sit. And even today with it gray, it's not one of those grays where it's like, ugh. Like it's bright, but it's great. It's just the perfect kind of fall weather. It really is. Without all the danger. Good Lord. We have a lot of tornadoes around here. So, okay, let's go ahead and dig into this, because I was playing around and I knew that this deck, I needed to pull some cards, and I went ahead and pulled those, and I was like, oh, I probably should stop before, like, let's do it all on camera kind of thing. It started out with the Art of Life. And you know, this is my one frou-frou deck, you know, like there's all these decks out there, and like, you're just so, they're so like, these, I call them frou-frou sayings, you know, that sounds so pretty and la la la. And I really like decks that are diverse. I'm not saying I don't want positivity, but I generally don't want something that's 100% like fluff. Anyways, this is probably the one deck that I would consider kind of that way. Because even when they say something to address something that may be in any other time perceived negative, they make it sound so pretty, and I'm like, good Lord. So it is my frou-frou deck, but there's definitely a good message in here. There's no sacred light in the aura of an invisible life. This is about allowing yourself to stand out, allowing yourself to be bold in your skin, let your dance in plain sight in front of people. Live your life unapologetically, in full view. There's no hiding. Wander and seek the familiar and friendly kind. This is about finding your tribe. This is about finding the right individuals to fill your circle. Okay. Draw memories and sketches for others to find. This is literally telling you that you need to be out doing the things that you love, engaging in circles and places and spaces instead of being holed up in a particular area like home. They're showing me somebody that like kind of walked through a grocery store almost invisible like. Oblivious to those around them because there's zero engagement whatsoever. And so they're just asking, they're like, you don't have to seek though. I feel like saying, they're not telling you to go, okay, I'm going to go out so I can find somebody to connect with, so I can da-da-da-da. Like, that's not what they're saying. It'll come naturally if you actually just move beyond your current parameters, is what we'll say. Really start doing things with intention. And I feel like telling someone out there to not give a shit if you fumble in front of people. Because that pulls them in. I think it crosses paths. Spiritual signs of inclination, you're walking through passages of your transformation. They kept showing me the Sacred Travel Oracle with this one, and I'm seeing that one with the Rainbow Bridge where it's like literally just getting out and enjoying yourself and doing things that you like. I feel like somebody here always has a reason not to. Like you could wake up and be like, oh, I'm going to go do X, Y, and Z. And then there's like, well, I really don't have enough time, or you know what, you start putting clothes on, you're like, I look like shit, I'm not going to do it. Or you do, like, there's something that always, even if you feel inspired to do something, something seems to hamper or prevent you from doing it. And I'm talking simplest of things. The simplest of things. It's like something, like you got weights on your feet. They said weights on your heart. Again, and if it's the weights on the heart, it makes me feel like you always find a way to feel like it's just not worth it. Like, meh. Oh. They really want you to kind of like, being bold in your skin is more than doing something risky in front of people. Your risky and other people's risky are not the same fucking thing. You doing something and out of your comfort zone does not mean discomfort, they're saying. So they're like, just doing something different. Just do it. Just, you know, without the need to have like something be productive. That's what it is. It's like, for what? Unless I have, like, you don't go out and you don't engage and you don't, unless there is an end product. Like going out and looking around just to look around, window shop, you won't do. Because if I can't walk away with something, I'm not going to do it. If I go here and I feel awkward in my skin, I'm not going to do it. It's just things like that. Oh, it's raining? Never mind. I don't want to go out and do it. Like, there's always, like, some end goal that you want. Like, again, I don't want to go out in the rain. Well, my hair's going to get messed up and I'll just feel yucky anyway, so I'm not going to do it. Like, if I can't go out and guarantee I'm going to feel good. If I can't go out and guarantee that this. If I can't go out and guarantee this. Like, there's a guarantee that you want something from it. You want it to be productive. You want it to give you something. And I don't know why I get this too. Like if you do go out for a simple pleasure, like let's say because you really want to just feel good, like you want to get out of the house kind of thing, you don't want people there. You'll choose something where people are not. Oh, okay. Okay. This is a self-healing oracle. Trust me, sometimes it's not always about like you need to work on this. It's just that sometimes I can get really good messages from this. help aid something along. Temptation. Love. This is like the idea of needing something worth it, right? You're going to get something out of it. But then when I think of temptation, it's like there's a part of me that's like something that can lure you out. But I do not feel like love is the thing that will make you go, oh yeah, I'm going to get it out. And like, so that's funny that they bring that out. Let's pull some cards and see where they're going to go with this. Okay, they want Starman Tarot. Gosh, it is that thing of being seen for somebody. The Art of Life, Judgment. You're being called. Three of Swords. They're trying to lift you up and out of some sort of isolation. What's that got to do with this? I need to understand this. Like, this is a little like... It feels like the idea of something, because we have this ghost here. It's like the idea of something seems pretty tempting, but the actual thing, no. Like, what is that? Okay. There is a plane. Oh, higher level commitment. We got the Hierophant here. Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. All right. Where are we going with this? This feels like the Empress and the King of Swords. What? Okay, I don't know where this is. The emotional versus the emotionless. Is this the dynamic that you're used to? The Empress is the eternal nurturer, loving, soft, powerful, creative, the source of power, seat of our internal power. And the Knight of Swords, emotionless, logical, detached. This may color, because if we've got the Three of Swords, the trying to pull you up and out of whatever this is, this slumber, this isolation, so that you can receive what is something that's meant to come your way. Is this what they? Is this what caused it? I'm curious now. What is the Empress and the King of Swords, and how does that relate to the Hierophant? Like, was there a... I keep hearing higher love. It's like Seven of Cups feels like that great mystery. Like, you could give all you have. You could be everything to somebody or to something and still not receive love. Tell me more about the King of Swords. I cannot fathom Nine of Pentacles. Somebody who is very autonomous, very, is this you? Like the well of the, like below the surface, the amount of love, nurturing, giving, creation, inspiration, all of that you hold deep within you, and you're operating in the energy of the King of Swords. This has a past and a present energy to it, the King of Swords does. It's almost as if like a learned behavior, like a learned, evolved state. I feel like this has been, you've encountered people like this while you were in the Empress energy. And now it's almost as if I feel like the Empress is what's below the level. It's like what's below the water level, and what you show to the world and what you embody in this world is the King of Swords. Emotionless, very autonomous, independent. That's that dichotomy. And I don't know why they're saying it leaves you ambivalent. Ambivalent. As if it's a protective stance, a protective mode to protect the Empress. Empress is a very vulnerable state. People may have told you before that you wear your heart on your sleeve. I just feel like there's a lot of things that could tempt you to come out, but love is not one of them. And I think there's more to it. Like there's more to it than just, I don't want love. Like I feel like they gave me several examples, right? Like I don't feel good in my own skin, or I don't like the way that I look. I don't have the right clothes. I don't have like Like it just adds to the lack of confidence. Just confused, ambivalent, not even certain that that's like love is a potentiality like this. The Hierophant, like a divine love or divine connection, a higher level, a higher love is something that's in the cards for you. Or do I even want it? Or would I believe it if it shows up? Queen of Pentacles, she's really feeling, you know, I can manage everything all on my own. And all I really need is the love I have for myself. But this is you. You have so much to give. So why are we talking about this? Can I understand this? How is this all like Ten of Pentacles? Oh, the card of family. Legacy. Building something greater than the self, involving others. It's the all around well-rounded life. And I am not one that believes everybody needs to have a partner or children or anything else like that. I think this is the version of well-rounded life for whoever I'm reading for. Because there's something more that's meant to come from you connecting with a higher love, a divine love. because it's not just about you and the other person. There's something more that comes from it, a lasting impact of the two of you all coming together. Okay. And that somehow, the idea of that is not enough to get you out of this energy, to broaden your horizons, to broaden your connections. They're trying to call you out of this, to pull you out of this. The High Priestess. I think the Hierophant is your match. That's this idea. To you, it feels like it's like airy, fairy, dreamy. Oh, that's only in fairy tales, on Disney. I imagine things always way better than what they are. Like, this is like, it feels elusive. Like, it's just the idea of it, but that it's not real. So this is the energy that you're in. And I guess they're trying to say on the outside is somebody that you're meant, they said family, you're meant to connect with. And so I guess that's why they're like, don't, the idea is not for the goal to be to find these people, to wander and seek the familiar and friendly kind, to make memories with people. It's not to find your soul tribe. It's going out and living life that is fulfilling for you, and it will naturally come. See, there's something beautiful that comes of the Hierophant and the High Priestess coming together in this union. It's this Ten of Pentacles. So Spirit, what are you doing to try and help them want to? Like, what are you enticing them with? Like, what are you bringing? Like, there's something that's holding them back. And I think it's more than just, I can pick up. It's more than just the, oh, you only want me to do this because I was supposed to find something. Like, you know, it's like, this person is obviously in the Nine of Pentacles energy. They are very much about their journey for the sake of themselves, right? We got the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles, and it's like their joy, their sense of freedom, their experience in life. So what, there's got to be more that's holding them back than just, ooh, no, I don't want love. Like they're surely, because it feels like it. Because the Three of Wands is going out there and wandering and seeing what you can find, what finds you. Help me understand, Spirit. Like, what else is going on that keeps them so isolated? Hermetic Tarot. Ten of Cups. Perfected success. The idea of something needs to be perfect for it to happen. At the bottom, we have the Tower. There must be an energy of, I got to feel good, because they're showing me the Nine of Cups and then the extra cup coming in. So the Nine of Cups is genuine, sincere, personal contentment and happiness. Like feeling good in my own skin, feeling really happy and content is what would help me want to venture out. But also it being well received. That's the idea of there's something in it, like I get something out of it for it. Like there's some end goal. Like if it's not going to be productive, it's not going to produce something, then I don't want to. Like there's this sense of like there's a lack of reciprocity, right? That there's something about going out and about it doesn't feed back joy, happiness, and things like that. And so it's this, but it's kind of like, it's the feeling of your experience is less than perfect. And it's like there's this expectation of things have to just align just perfectly. I feel really great, but also like it's like you receive something that makes it worth your time, and it's not necessarily something tangible, but I get something out of it. It's like if I'm not getting something out of it, I'm not doing it. Okay, because the idea is Nine of Cups is like the internal realm, but when it turns into a Ten of Cups, it's that reciprocity. It's that exchange with the world around you. And unless they're giving a cup back, unless it's just as enjoyable to engage with the outside world, you're not going to do it. Okay. I don't know why the Tower is. I feel like saying, because we have two things, perfected success and perfected work. And it's kind of like, you know what? Things are kind of, it just gets the feeling that something feels shitty right now. And so you're kind of like, unless, like, you find your life less than perfect, which I don't think is your goal, but it's the idea of things just aren't exactly how I want them to be. And so that impacts your willingness. It stops you from taking action that can turn some things around, that can turn the wheel, that can move things forward. It feels overly simplistic, Spirit, to say if you're just getting out and having fun and just enjoying yourself and like doing things, then that's the action that you need in order to get things to move forward, for the cycle to churn, to get over the rainbow bridge. And I'm kind of like, what are there's just gotta be more than that. What are the actions? What are the actions? Tell me about the Two of Wands. Now, obviously, the Two of Wands is taking action towards something you truly desire. Seven of Pentacles, success unfulfilled. Over here, this is what you want. And it's like, it hasn't happened. Nothing has presented itself that has made you feel like, I want to get out. I want to, that makes it worth it. And if that's the case, then how do you take action on something that you desire? Because you don't desire it. And so we have the temptation card, and it's like maybe Spirit is trying to tempt you. And if they're trying to tempt you with the idea, but love is on the other side of it, I can fucking tell you right now, that was a dumb mistake, Spirit. Like that, not fucking, I don't know who your spiritual team is, but they might want to rethink that, because at no point does that feel like, you have to have the perfect combination of feeling good in your own skin and feeling like it's worth going out, it's worth interacting with the world around you, that there's an exchange of pleasure, like there's like places, circumstances fulfill you, and you like there's this energy exchange that needs to happen, this emotional exchange. And it's like So what are you doing? Like at this point, I'm kind of like, I don't know what I could say to you to make you go out. You know, it's like, I mean, really, like, how do you convince somebody it's worth engaging with the world around you if they consistently experience otherwise? Like, what do you want me to say to them to make them do that? I will say, Spirit, I get it. Like, something needs to tempt them out of their normal haunts, out of this sense of isolation, and back out into the world. I get it. Engaging with the world around them. Which almost sounds like it starts with the self. Like, I would think, this is my thought process, guys. You can comment on this. If I'm feeling great in my own skin, I'm more likely to try. Now, if I have multiple encounters where I'm not feeling it with getting out of the house, and I'm like, I don't like my interactions, and it's like, there's nothing fun to do, there's nothing that draws my interest, there's nothing that, you know, like, I can't get anything out of going out, then I'm just not going to, right? But I do understand, because the idea is, even if you could get something out of it, if I'm not feeling good in my own skin, if I'm not feeling good enough on my own, then if there's something within that realm, it doesn't matter what I could get outside of me. So to me, it feels like, well, there must be something internally or something personal. It's not even the internal world. Something personal as to a reason why you don't feel like getting out. So what's going on in their personal world, in their personal life, that is being prohibitive to doing such? Because maybe there is something in it for you, right? Maybe there is something that you would love to do that, you know, would make you feel good. But again, if there's something personal going on with you that you feel like, you know, they tell me to look at the what personally is going on? Can you enlighten us here, Spirit? Because that's just like, I mean, for some, they just said there are some that feel like love is just not, period, going to be in the cards for them. And that used to be the thing, like the idea of not that you had to find somebody that day or that night or during that event or during whatever, but the idea that you would cross roads at one point with and be able to find love with, like, that was a very enticing thing. And I feel like Spirit has used love as a way to lure you out before. Like the prospects of, ooh, I want to go out on a date, and ooh, yeah, like, you know, like, they've done it. And this kind of reminds me, honestly, I'm going to say, it's that carrot dangling, which a lot of us don't like. And I know that some people have experienced this, and it sometimes can create a chip on your shoulder with Spirit, you know what I mean? Where you're like, they're like, oh, but, you know, like the idea of, oh, you know, we've got somebody, you know, you're going to be meeting and crossing paths with people and da-da-da. And you're like, oh, you know, like the idea of, oh, you know, like honestly, like, because some people are very romantic, they love just the dating scene, you know, and it's like it's no longer like it is not the thing. Like I'm not, Spirit, I'm not enticed by that. Like, I don't know what you're thinking, but that's not it doesn't work. It was a carrot that might have worked at certain times in your life, or has worked before. I won't say that they've done it a lot, but it has been in play before, and it's like it's not the carrot you think it is anymore. Like, that doesn't seem to be a large enough temptation. Dating can be fun. Flirting can be fun. Connecting with people can be fun. This definitely would be the energy of somebody who's like, unless it's a serious relationship, I don't even want to do those things. I'll just have friends. Like, get out and have, like the people that I meet will just be friends. I have seen before where spirit will use like a temporary relationship that they're like, it'll be good for you. And like the idea of just feeling online again and feeling invigorated and feeling some type of chemistry with somebody. And it's like, it's not tempting enough. Short-term, short-lived interactions and shit like that is not tempting enough to get you out of whatever it's not. That doesn't work. And so it feels as if it's like, the normal carrot of temptation doesn't work anymore. That's the title of this. The normal carrot of temptation. So so do you have something that would entice you? Travel, the idea of going on adventures, like what would entice them, spirit? Do you, like, why do I feel like spirit don't know? Like, I'm over like, do you know, spirit? Because I feel like you don't. I'm just saying. I'm feeling like you're lost. And so you're calling them, and they're like, no. And it's like, but there's something for you. And it's like, even that, like, because nothing comes of it. Things just have not come of it before. The idea of finding something that feels, that pours back into you, and like a connection, the Four of Wands. I was wondering why the Four of Wands wasn't talking very much. It's a connection. It's the temptation of a connection, and it's like, it's not enough. Like, that doesn't do it for me. Because it never comes about. Like, I'm sorry. Well, shit. So I want to know what would pull you out. What would bring you out? Like, I don't know why I keep getting the idea of like honestly, and this is probably shit, y'all. Here's the thing. There's a lot of times in spirituality where people will say this is a very negative thing, because what happens is some people get so overly entrenched in tangible, ego-based sense of satisfaction, right? That again, it's about experiencing life, right? And so to say that the thing that would entice you out, and I'm going to go out on a limb because I'm feeling like adventure and money. We're talking about a Nine of Pentacles kind of a person here. Let me get out and do some of the fun ass shit all on my own. Like, give me the money. Let me go places, do things, like money. But I feel like I got to be honest with you, because if you had the money, it's the energy you'd go on the adventure. Like, you are not in need of an escort to go out and do things. Although you would meet people if you got out that would then broaden the opportunities, Three of Wands, to do more and engage more and go more places and have more adventure. But I feel like adventure and fucking money. And honestly, I can't help it, but as a human, I'm looking at spirit, and I'm saying this to them, and they're like, they're not correcting me. That's always something. It's like, so if you had the money, if they had the fucking money, they'd go out on, and there's nothing negative about saying this. It is strictly a truth. There's nothing negative about wanting or desiring this. And I don't feel something egotistical. I feel as if it's a tool, as if it's a mechanism. And I want to tell you, I feel like from spirit standpoint, they're still looking at a higher love, and you're like, okay, whatever, I don't care. Like it doesn't ring on your radar at all. You're like, sure, whatever, but like you're not necessarily open for discussion about it. Tell me, okay, so thank you. Yep. We're gonna pull the Golden Universal. And it's like, you need to tell me, Spirit, like, let's have a conversation about this. Money really is at the bottom of this. This person, that would be their thing. And it's not a negative. It's not a knock. It's not it just is. It just is. There are times when a focus on money is not beneficial, helpful, you know, and I feel like, I wonder if you also feel like your desire and love for money, if there's a piece of you that kind of wants to not fully admit that because of the shame that is put on a lot of times by the fucking spiritual community. Your love of money, like all that money can do for you. Like people really try to push it home that money is not the answer to everything. And you know, my thing is, nothing is the fucking answer to everything. Are you shitting me? Like, just because you have money doesn't mean that you're gonna be happy. But on the opposite side of that fucking spectrum is, I will be immensely happy when I have money. Like, because money is the answer right now to a lot of my happiness. Like, the idea, like, when we, duality, motherfuckers, duality. And it's like, whoever I'm meeting for, money is. And I feel like you should be unapologetic about that, honey. Okay? Fucking told you. Look at how happy this bitch is. She is enjoying every last drop of it, to the point where the luxury of her attire, to the luxury of, there's grapes growing in the background, right? Where it's like, of her food, of her enjoyment of nature. It's like, it affords her the ability to enjoy so much. Her love of, like, she has a bird. Like, she's just like, come on now. You can't tell me that she's not fucking happy. Bullshit. Bullshit. Both of them look exceptionally happy and content. So the idea that money can't bring you happiness, it most certainly fucking can. It is not the be-all, end-all, but nothing is. Not a person, not a job, not a child, not a car, not a, you know, like, duh. No fucking duh is what I want to say. Yeah, we got to put this. That stayed in my hand. And I'm going to put it back. There's a lot of nines showing up. Between the reading that y'all didn't get to see yesterday, because I didn't post it. Nine of Wands is the, and you know, here's my thing. It's like the fight, having to fight for that. Hence why it's even more difficult to feel enticed to step out. It's like, are you kidding me? I'm over here fighting for my fucking life. I have to fight for a morsel, a nickel, a penny, a coin. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is like feeling defensive about the idea that money is the thing, is the answer, is the source of some happiness that would help to escort you out of your isolation. It is the victory. It would be the victory to help turn things around. Oops, I put that upside down. My bad. So why can't they? Why don't they have the money then? Where is this at, Spirit? If that is the answer, Tower moment. Why don't you give it to them? If you're trying to entice them out, what is the fucking problem? Are you kidding me? Okay, we've got... We have a Three of Wands on the table. Then we've got Three of Cups and Three of Pentacles. This is absolutely about building, expanding, and connecting and networking. Threes are all about more than just a fucking relationship between two people. It is connecting with, it's the networks with the community and world around you. It is prospering through that. Tell me about the Tower. Ten of Cups again. So the Tower is us revisiting the emotionless part of you. The Tower that's needed to open your heart back up again, right? Because the King of Swords was your emotionless, your stoic, detached, emotionless, pragmatic self that is protecting the Empress. And the Tower is about a Tower that's needed to bring in an overabundance of, it's like to shatter the barrier, the Nine of Wands, that you have on your heart. And I'm just going to tell you, so that you can enter into this exchange. I get it, Spirit, but receiving money isn't going to stop that. What the fuck? If that's the answer, if that is the answer, then why not do it? If giving them the financial grace to be able to do these things. Tell me about the fucking Tower. What? I know what needs to happen. Is it going to happen? Surely you can do it. Queen of Swords. So my question is, I don't understand the cards as they are coming out, because the vision that they keep giving me is one that money breaking the dam so one can have adventures, right? It's breaking the dam so a lot can come in. It's getting, it is the, not just the tool, but the mode of transportation too. It is the, because it goes from getting money and then getting out and enjoying oneself. They keep showing me in various scenarios somebody just no holds bar enjoying themselves, letting themselves love all the little things, little bitty things. But they won't tell us, Because it just keeps saying the same thing. It's like, but you're not telling us if that's going to happen. I'm just, I mean, we've gotten to the heart of it. Like, I feel like I want to do I'm doing a reading for Spirit. I'm like, look, Spirit. Like, I would normally be giving you the fucking guidance. And I feel like I'm giving Spirit guidance here. I'm like, look, the promise of love is not going to be enough. And if you want to break something apart and break it down so that they will engage with the world around them again, then let them do it the way in which they fucking want to. Give them the care that would entice them out. Why does this feel like this is a battle of the wills right now? My will over yours. You know, it's kind of like... Because I've asked you multiple times, are they going to get the money to allow them to do this? You're showing me Four of Pentacles is a bit of a miserly energy. The idea of once they do get money and security, they hoard it instead of using it for the right purposes. And that may be the problem, is that if they were to give you the funds, you're in the energy to not use it towards the adventure. Like there's a part of you that wants to, that would hold back some from it. Because it's like there would be a question, an indecisiveness. I feel like saying, well, there's only one way to find out. You can't consistently withhold the thing that you think they may or may not use. You have to, at some point, give them the opportunity to choose. And there's no real choice so long as the option to choose is withheld from them. They want to make sure that you won't second guess or second doing something. Because the magician makes things happen. They take action towards their manifestation. They bring things about. Is there a part of you that wants to cut off your life force that like doesn't allow you to enjoy anything? Is that what it is? Like even with the money, you don't let yourself to enjoy things. There's something deep seated here, and instead of okay, your logic mind, because the idea of the Four of Pentacles is, oh, I'm going to hold some back and put some in savings, and then I'm going to invest this, and I'm going to And it's like you may get consumed by certain practical matters when it comes to money, because that's the thing. I feel like the Queen of Swords is kind of usurping your intuition and your guidance. The fact that your intuition and spirit is trying to lure you out to do this, something logical gets in the way. Okay. And that's like despite you knowing what needs to happen. It's funny because you are a high priestess. You do know exactly what needs to happen. And maybe there's a part of you that withholds and stops and prohibits that. Because the Temperance card's between the Three of Pentacles, which is the work, the investment, the building, and then the Three of Cups, which is the play, the enjoyment, the you know. And to me, Spirit, that says that they have been in lack for so long that that's like trying to prepare for another rainy day. That's them trying to make sure that they don't go into that energy anymore. The fear stops. They want you to move beyond or evolve out of that fear. They are trying to guide you. You are getting internal guidance, and you're getting synchronicities and signs and guidance from Spirit of how you need to maneuver. Tell us, can they get sufficient? My thing is, I think that might be what it is, because again, when you get into a stable place, because the Four of Pentacles is a stable place. Like she's got some up here, which is the investment. She's got some in savings, like, and then there's this, and it's like there is a portion to allow you to go have fun, and it's like, will you allow yourself? And you may have at times, even if you had just a little bit extra or a little bit more, instead of investing it into enjoying this life and getting out there, you held on just in case more wouldn't come in or something like this happened again. Okay, we are really getting to the nitty-gritty of it. You don't realize how quickly things can change around, though, if you were to allow yourself to get out and just, it's like, your version of quick may be, and I think that's the thing, you're like, I'm not getting something out of it, though. And in fact, there's been times where I think that you have done this, you've put yourself out there, and like the Seven of Pentacles that we have over here, nothing came of it. Success unfulfilled. Nothing came of it. And it's like, so your fuse got shorter. I've had more times where money was strapped than where going out actually benefited me. Okay. And so therefore I'm not going out. And it's like, you'd have to give me enough, Spirit, to not only take care of the present, but to ensure the future. And then I could think about. And I think Spirit's like, you don't know how quickly things can change. Tell me about the Eight of Wands. Do I want to keep going with this deck? They said yes. Okay. Tell me about the Eight of Wands. What the fuck? Golly. Because part of me wants to be, do you guarantee we'll have enough? Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, this is where taking the risk and moving forward. Shoot. Because they're not gonna be like, I guarantee, it's like, they're looking at you like, do you guarantee? Because you've broken your promise before too. You've literally said, if I have the money, I'm gonna go out and like doing things to enjoy yourself. You've known this, and you stop yourself every single time. You stop shy of it. The Ten of Pentacles can come very fast if you just do this. There's something about getting out. Now, getting out, is this just social? Or is this to network, is my question. Let me pull one more. Like, when you say get out and quit being isolated, there's so many ways that could happen. What is your... I see a card that is what? Knight of Cups. That's enjoyment. That's social events. That's getting out and being invited places. Are you looking... You're looking more like... Your lack of enjoyment and feeling good and your isolation is what's contributing to something not blooming. Seven of Pentacles, unfulfilled success, waiting for something to pop and initiate and start, and it just hasn't. That's at the heart of it. So Spirit is like, it is absolutely pertinent. You got to do this for you. You got to say, I'm worth this. It's like you have a self-sacrificial energy about you where it's like, and I think that's where the boldness comes in, is kind of like the idea of, in the face of things, you sacrifice everything so that you don't find yourself in a precarious position. But it's like, and so it may feel risky to do things for the sake of you and the things that you enjoy, and just because you want to. I have had the 10, this is the 4th time the 10 of Cups is every deck. 6 of Cups, friends, reconnecting, enjoying life's little pleasures, celebrating, communing. It's all about connection. It's all about having fun. It's about finding worth in the world outside of your little bubble. So here's the thing, if you do get the money, it's always been, you hold on to it just in case, because nothing's really come of it before when you went out. And so it's just, it doesn't seem like it's worth it unless there's a guarantee that something's going to come from you going out and you don't want to go out. Love, the prospect of love isn't enough. It really is at the heart. The money, like, oh, if I had enough money, and they're like, well, but even when you do just have enough money, you kind of still withhold. And so the question is, why bring that in if it's not going to, if you're not going to allow yourself, and you're just going to let your pragmatic self and your you intellectualize something. It stands in between both what your intuition is saying and what Spirit is trying to lure you to do. Like, it's enticing. Yeah. So I think that there's a commitment that needs to be made in a conversation between you and your spiritual team, and you coming to the realization of just how extremely important this is, that you do this, rather than get in the fear of, but I have to plan for the future because things have been so rocky, blah, 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 and just in case this happens, and da, da, da. And it's like, let yourself go, because it pulls in the 10 of Pentacles quickly, which could be financial increase, which then allows you to lead you on the path to meeting somebody. And it leads to your legacy, your long term. So, well, we explored that as much as we can. Do with that information as you will. I hope you have a fantastic, wonderful day, and I will see you guys later this week.